Alright everyone, so it's time for me to now go out and figure out what alignment shop is going to do the work here on the car. So I thought it was important, instead of just calling these places up and getting estimates over the phone, that actually go out and see the kind of work that they can do actually in the shop. They got quite a bit of stuff that needs to be done in this car. You know, this is not just adding a few shocks, and a normal shop can pretty much handle that. But no, we got quite a few things that need to be done here and aligned and adjusted. And so I want to go out and visit and see what these shops actually can do, actually show them the things I've had done to the car, and get a true estimate of the work that's going to be done. I think what's important here is because there's so much that needs to be done to this car, the worst thing that could happen is I take it to a shop thinking it's going to cost so much money, and they give me a number over the phone, and then when I go to pick up the car, or in the middle of it, they swear up and down it's going to take them 2 more days worth of work to get it all done, and it's going to cost me thousands of dollars more than anyone ever estimated initially. So now let's go ahead and go visit these shops, see them in person, talk to the manager there, show them the pictures of what I've done in the car, and get a true estimate of what they'll charge to do that work. See them able to do that work on other cars, and feel very confident that I'm picking the right shop to have my car aligned. Having said that, I am going to go ahead and tow the car there. I'm not going to drive it there. It's going to cost me 50 bucks, and so that's a little money to make sure the car gets there safely, and everything's on the up and up here. So I will go, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at a few shops here and figure out which one we're going to choose. Alright peeps, so I'm at my first location here and checking it out. It looks pretty amazing. It's its own shop, and it's got a bunch of sports cars out here, and I actually have a bunch of Mustangs over here too. So let's see what we got here, and see what we got. We got a bunch of Mustangs here in the parking lot. So good. Let's see what we got cooking. Alright, so just got done visiting this shop. These guys are fantastic. They're on Discovery Channel, on the Street Outlaws show, and they help all kind of different racers out there with their custom Mustangs. They even do work where they'll do engine swaps, put in an LS motor in a Mustang, and make that work. They're always focused on getting more and more horsepower out of their cars, superchargers, turbos, twin turbos, and you can dream of. Shelby's recent, I saw a recent Shelby in their shop. They're doing a twin turbo on that, get 1,000 horsepower out of that car. So these might be some a fantastic shop to create a relationship with, and that's exactly what we need to do. We need to find partners that can help support our race efforts, and so that's why we need to get out and meet some people. We can't just call them and say, okay, yeah, I think we're going to go with them. Let's go out and meet some people, shake some hands. The owner here, Ozzy, and his brother, fantastic setup here. Got to walk through the shop, take some pictures, and you'll see that. Very excited about the future here. So we gotta put our feet to the ground. Alright, so just walked out of this shop, and today's Monday. They can do the work on Thursday and be done with it by Friday afternoon. So I'm thinking so far, and for the same money as a previous spot. So this sounds more promising because they can actually schedule the work and get it done. Now I gotta weigh whether going with them or establishing probably a relationship with a shop that does specialty work for Mustangs that race. weigh those pluses and minuses. You know, I do have a schedule of what I want to do as far as racing and so forth, and the risk of, you know, relying on a shop that can't do the work for probably well over a month, and the car just sits here in my garage not able to go anywhere, probably doesn't make a lot of sense, versus going, and I have the money for the work to be done, so that's not the issue. So versus having the work done this week, and I could just keep on keeping on here. So losing a month waiting on a specialty shop to do it, that I really do like. I really do like the specialty shop, or going with another specialty shop that's not as fancy or specialized but can just get it done. That's what I'm weighing. That's why you gotta go visit these guys. You gotta go talk to them. You gotta look at them eyeball to eyeball and really feel them out and let them know that you're serious about what you want to get done too, and you want a really good estimate and a written estimate. And that's what I've got. I've got written estimates. So that's what I'm kind of balancing right now in my mind. So on to the next shop. We'll just keep working through these shops. These are specific shops after doing a lot of research online to see, okay, these are the 4 or 5 that I'm going to go and actually go visit and see what they can really do for me. So on to the next one. Alright, DP dear, so I'm at this next shop, and the guy was just honest with me. He says, you know, what you need is you need a race shop, a guy there that can really sort your car out and get it set up for racing, and we just don't have that person here anymore. And so I recommend that you try this other spot that we send those sort of referrals out to. So I really appreciate that. Appreciate that the shop, the guy who worked there, the manager who worked there, recommended that I look at another shop that'd be more qualified than them to really sort out my car. And you know, again, you know, that's the kind of things that you need to have discussions with face to face with these folks. Is, you know, again, look at them eyeball to eyeball and get them to realize what they can or what they can't do for you, or what's best for you outside of them. So I appreciate that, and I just wanted to share that with you, and I'm moving on to the next spot. So alright, DP dear, so I'm at my next shop wanting to take a look and see what they have as far as services are available to help me get my car set up. You know, one of the issues I had with the previous place was that they are so booked. They've got so many project cars that they're working on, and then they have a standby list, and the standby list is a sheet page long. So they can't schedule me in. So I'm on the standby list, and if they have an opening, and according to them, from time to time they do have openings because the next person on the list doesn't have their car parts in, or they get to a certain point with that car, requires car parts to be ordered, then that car has to go back outside and sit until the car parts are delivered. So then that's when they go and take another standby car, put on the rack, and continue their work that way. So that's how I get in over there. So that's not an ideal situation. So again, that's why you need to go and meet these places and talk to them and really feel them out around not only, you know, can they do the work, are they competent to do the work, can they do most of what you want to get done, what's a reasonable price that they can charge for that work, but can they schedule you in to get the work done. If they say that they're out 3 months in scheduling, you probably need to keep looking. So that's why we're going to keep looking and see who else we're going to possibly choose. So going to the next shop here, and we'll see what they have. Alright, so I'm at the last location here. I'm going to double check and see what they can offer as far as services, capabilities, and scheduling. Let you know. Alright, so I guess the last spot was the Charm. So this one, they can get me in tomorrow.
Their prices is definitely reasonable. If they do it in less time than what they're estimating, they'll cut me back those hours. They have a guy here who father owned a race shop, and so he's used to working on this stuff, and that's who he's going to assign to it, start working on it in the morning. So I think this is what I'm going to go with, and we'll get it done here. So I'm pretty excited, and hopefully in a few days this thing is going to be on the road and running. So all right,